Good morning, my dear students. The previous classes already we discussed in the classification of materials handling equipment, and basically the few parts will be remaining, and this is the materials handling equipments, and the another classification also will be discussed in today's class is the classification of conveyor, and few outlines will be required. The we have to discuss to this the classification of the conveyor, that like the belt conveyor, chain conveyor, hull conveyors, and the bulk and miscellaneous handling equipments also will be considered according to this the classification of this the conveyor systems. The belt conveyor. The what is the belt conveyor? The belt conveyor, basically the belt is used as a conveyor system. That's like the material is handling through the belt conveyor. That's like the one place to the another place. This will be handled automatically. There is the no manual labor, or there is the no manpower will be required to this the transfer of materials from this during to this the belt conveyor. And basically the flat belt conveyor also will be concentrated according to this the belt conveyor designs or the belt conveyor materials handling systems. Suppose the belt conveyor, according to you the mass production systems as well as the batch production system, during this materials the product is the come from this the manufacturing unit during to this the manufacturing times. This will be only the raw materials will be melted, and afterwards this melting materials comes to this the shape of this materials. Then during to these times these materials will be the not will be the proper temperature maintained, and basically these times these materials will be only the flexible manufacturing systems also will be done during those times, and during this time there is a not the output product fully the take up, and then you have to require to this the transfer of this output product from the one place to this so what different distance is required, and during to these times how we have to transfer this materials, because of this is the production hub, one person will be standing, and he will be the compacting of this the materials, and suppose our the medicine factory, and in our the medicine shop we can see these medicine shops, the one belt conveyor also will be the mounted to this the lower part, and also again the systems will be there, and the materials will be produced. That like the medicine is the produced that during to this the compaction process, and on that point we will be required this on parts who will be the only the continuously done this production, and another thing is this product element also will be required to transfer from that place to this the so far distance. Then this way we have to transfer during to this the belt conveyor, and is used on the this type of materials transfer from this the production hub to this the another places. A flat the special classes of chain conveyor in which the load is pushed or pulled, and the weight is, and another thing is the closed carried by the stationary trough, surface or rail. And the few cases we can see that you have to record the only the pulling this materials, and only this the pulling to this the heavy loaded materials it can be transferred through this the through this the belt conveyor, and then you have to use to this the flat belt, and the throw belt also will be the push to this pull, and the closed carried by the stationary goods, and you can see this the airport, and during to this the airport we have to checking these materials, and also the checking this the bag and baggage, and this will be passed through this the a conveyor belt, and similarly the different airport as like as or the different immigration places also we can see this will be this type of belt conveyor will be available, and closed carried stationary belt also mainly used. Basically this belt will be closed, and also there is the open belt drive will be used on this during to this the belt conveyor systems when you have to transfer, and also you have to record to this the immigration places that this belt will be passing through during to this immigration checking, and immigration checking just like the different station also you can see, and the airport also you can see that this type of the belt conveyor designs also will be used, and a few times we can see the metallic bell is used. the where this metallic belt is used. Basically, the sometimes we have to transfer to this the bulk type of materials, and the bulk type of, but this will be the small particles, and this is the concentrate to this the unit load, and these materials will be transferred during to this the soft floor regions, and also this you have to concentrate to this the metallic belt conveyor, and the metallic belt is used, and this will be the disrupted, and sometimes we have to the apron and also the the joint will be required during to this the metallic chain conveyor, and the drag chain also used to this the according to this belt conveyor, and the portable belt also will be used, and during to this the transfer of materials, and the few times we have to see into this the loading and unloading cases, loading and unloading cases you have to record to this the portable belt conveyor, and during to this the portable belt conveyor you have to easily transfer and easily handled from this the according to the required place, and again you have to set up is the starting, and also your the materials will be loading and unloading during to this the automatically you have to control, and so only one person is the load, and other person will be the unloading this materials, and the flight belt conveyor also will be here, and sometimes we can see to this the telescoping belt conveyor, and the telescoping belt conveyor also will be required to this the loading and unloading condition, according to this this will be the portable belt conveyor, and also the tow conveyor will be available during to this the belt conveyor designs, and tow conveyor also is concentrated according to this the portable belt conveyor, and this will be sometimes we have to the uploading, that's like the suppose the ground floor to this the first floor you have to transfer this materials, and during to this the tow type of belt conveyor also will be set on during to this the during to this transfer materials from this the ground floor to this the first floor, that's like the tow conveyor also will be the very essential, and also you have to discuss the this tow conveyor going belt conveyor to this the chapter, the belt conveyor chapter, and again the chain conveyor will be the essential. Basically, the chain conveyor is concentrated the overhead apron or pan type conveyors, and this will be the apron or pan type conveyor. Basically, the chain conveyor we have to concentrate to this the apron type belt chain conveyor, and this will be required to the sprocket, and also this will be given some support system, and easily you have to transfer your materials, and this is the long time this chain conveyor will be used very easily. There is no manufacturing defect we have to concentrate, and also the not the ruption will be there, and also the longevity is very essential. Then you have to use to this chain conveyor design. According to this, the overhead apron will be required. You have to given some support, and flush floors slot under floor also will be the required. The crossbar or arm conveyor also will be the essential for this the chain conveyor, and crossbar arm conveyor also will be concentrated during to this the suppose the different type of bucket type materials you have to transfer to this upward direction. That is like or the merry-go-round in our different type of fair. We can see that during to this the merry-go-round the one the crossbar types arm conveyor also will be the available, and you have to transfer from the you have to consider this on bucket to the upward directions, according to these systems you have to concentrate. Now that's like example, notice the proper this crossbar arm conveyor, and the crossbar arm conveyor also you have to the cross by cross you have to setting is conveyor systems, and also the one side you have to mount it to this the chain, and this chain will be the uploading moving, and your this the bucket to this the upward direction or this the downward directions, and another thing is concentrate to this the cable conveyor. The cable conveyor is the much more essential. This is the sometimes we have to see the different type of bucket is the movement during to this the cable conveyor, and sometimes another things also will be concentrated during to this the car type of conveyor. We can see during to this the cable conveyor. That's small cars. and the according to you concentrate the different type of fare, and the out this the different baby child also will be movement, and this will be the enjoy during the rides, also will be concentrated during to this the car type of conveyor, and this is the different the small car will be sitting during the alignments, and also you have to the putting inside of this the car this on baby, and another is cards is the sitting is the one or two babies, and also this will be the movement during to this the, and this movement process are always concentrated during to this the car types conveyor, and basically the this is the small car will be placed, and similarly the we can see in our the manufacturing industry the you have to concentrate a car types conveyor, and also this will be movement draw the lower part also will be the different type of cable, and as like as the few times you can see this is the not only cables, and so another conveyor belt also will be the mounted here, and your car only the movement to this the up on this the cable, or this the car or the conveyor belts, and also easily you have to transfer these materials from this the one place to this another place, and basically you have to concentrate that during to this system there is the no mass person will be required, or this the mass labor also will be required during to this the procedures, and only the two persons is the essential when one person is the loading on this the one point, and another person is the unloading, and sometimes we have to see to this the circular way, and then this will be transferred, and during to your the different fare, and during the on baby rides, and this is the one person is the very person is required, this will be the loading and unloading, and another procedure this is the system also will be run during to this the chain conveyor, as like as the cable types conveyor, and the cable conveyor is the another concentrate you have to consider according to this the ropeway also will be concentrated to this the cable type conveyors, and the another things is the concentrate to this the bucket conveyor, and the bucket conveyor the is the one part of this the cable conveyor, because of the one bucket is the hanging during to this the cable, and this bucket is the movement from this the one station to the another station, and this cable is concentrated as a rope way, and you have to consider this will be the on routes, and there is the no place will be required to this the ground levels, and this will be only to the only to this the above on this the ground lines, and the ground the route will be creating, and what is the in mass of gravity discharge also will be concentrated to this the bucket conveyor, the carrier chain and flat tops the chain also will be there, and the pivoted bucket conveyors, and a few times you have to record to this the pivoted bucket conveyor also, this will be the hanging, and also transfer, and the trolley type conveyor is available during to this the bucket type conveyors, and sometimes the different type of trolley is seen the different railway stations and airport also, and also during to this the trolley you have the one person is the very less report will be putting on this the trolley, and during to this the trolley on bucket also will be here, and during to trolley you have to very easily movement from the one place to the another place during to this the less effort, and this is the another important things, and the trolley types conveyor basically used to this the different type of railway station, airport, like as the sometimes we have to say in the shopping mall also will be the trolley type conveyors will be available, and this will be transfer materials from the one place to this the another place, and the elevator is elevator is the another conveyor system, this is the elevator conveyor, and basically the one bucket is the here, and you have to lifting or lowering the different the 4 story 5 story the different buildings like the 22 floors, you have to transfer your materials very easily during to this the bucket elevator, just like the one bucket you have to elevating, and also this will be the upward direction to this the downward direction will be concentrate to this the bucket elevators, and basically the multi complex that like or the long building will be transfer materials during use to this the bucket elevators, and another thing is that power and free, and the power and free types of conveyor also will be the available, and another thing is the roller type conveyor, and the roller conveyor is the very much essential, and there is the no power and basically you can concentrate the two types. One is the power, another is the on-power. And the roller type conveyor, that so many roll will be mounted to this the one to another, and the basically the one you have to sitting your this heavy loaded materials to this the on roller, and also you have to push them, and then this the on roller will be strike to this the another rollers, and during to this the roller you have to transfer to this the another rollers, and similarly this materials will be movement from this the one to another. And the behind of this the fast packet, or this is the fast bucket on this the roller, you have to putting to this the another bucket to this the behind of this the rollers, and you have to pulling some ports, and then this type of materials will be the movement, the materials movement very easily, and again the another ports will be act on this the another roller type conveyor, and another roller, and this way this type of materials to this the movement from the forward direction. And basically the gravity is the essential during to this the roller conveyor, and the power driven is another way, and the portable types of roller conveyor also will be the available. And the portable type of roller conveyor you have to use to this the according to your choices, you have to roller conveyors can be handled very easily from one place to this the another place. And the screw conveyor, the conveyor is the another things that this will be the transfer materials during to this the very easily. And also sometimes we have to we can see during to this the lifting lowering, and this is the hydraulic system, and suppose hydraulic system, or this is the we can concentrate according to this the screw type conveyor. And this screw type conveyor we have to concentrate to this the upward and as well as to this the downward direction. The loading and unloading condition also will be concentrated to this the screw type conveyor. And a few times we can see the loading and unloading you can concentrate during to this the very easy way. And sometimes you have to order the four wheel the 10 wheel vehicles, like the lorry or the trucks, and you have to loaded these materials, and these materials during to this the unloading conditions you have to the fully the uploaded during to this the screw conveyor system, like the your whole lorry will be the uploaded, that like the unloading is a very easily, there is the no manual labor will be required, like or the different sand and stone chips also will be transferred from the one place to the another place, then you have to concentrate during to this the screw conveyor system. The hydraulic conveyor also will be the very essential. The hydraulic conveyor systems will be concentrate according to this the different conveyor systems. Hydraulic conveyor system we have to concentrate according to this the hydraulic conveyor. The just like the screw conveyor you have to concentrate to this the hydraulic conveyor. These materials will be the loading and unloading conditions also will be required, and a few times we have to transfer some distance during to this the hydraulic conveyor system. And another thing is the pneumatic conveyor system. The pneumatic conveyor system is the much more essential. This is the small particles you have to transfer from this the through a long pipe and the one place to this the another place. And again the pneumatic conveyor systems you have to concentrate the working fluid as a air, and this air you have to very much easily the sweep these materials, and also you have to the dust will be collected, not will be recorded, this is clean. And pneumatic conveyor systems you have to concentrate those elements. This is the pipelines and the air activated gravity air slides, and also the tube will be required to this the pneumatic conveyor systems. And different types you have to concentrate during to this the tube conveyor will be available during to this the pneumatic conveyor systems. And the pneumatic and the pipeline is the during to this the pipeline conveyor systems, and suppose the water will be transferred in the long pipes, and on arena when you have to transfer this the water, and also this will be concentrated to this the heavy loaded, then this will be transferred very easily during to this the pipelines, and also sometimes we have to concentrate during to this the gas is the transferred during to this the pipeline systems, and also the oil is transferred during to this the pipeline systems. And another thing is concentrate according to the hoist, elevator and cranes. And what is the hoist? The hoist is concentrated when you have to the hoist something sometimes the materials, and sometimes you have to concentrate during the different type of cranes. And the hoist is the two types, is the chain and powered. And sometimes you have to concentrate during to the chain. You have to hoist some materials, and another places we have to concentrate during to this the power type of hoist is required. That like or the cranes and this like JCB, and some materials will be movement from this the one place to the another place, and during to this the hoist conditions, and winds will be concentrated during to this now the on type of release handling equipments, and another thing is concentrated to this the elevator. The elevator you have to elevate your this materials, just like the elevator you have to the multi city complex, and some multi-stories building also will be transferred this materials from the on floor to this another floor. You have to very easily movement to use this materials by the elevator. There is the no manual labor also will be required to you have to movement to this the elevator, and we can see the different type of the flats. That's like the multi-stories building you have to concentrate during to this the elevator, and sometimes you elevators is the component. This is the bucket. Bucket is essential, and the centrifugal discharge also will be essential during to this the systems, and the positive discharge also will be required to this the elevator. There is the negative discharge, then this will be to the downward direction, and also the continuous discharge also will be required to this the elevator. And the skip hoist also will be the essential during to this the classification of this the hoist, elevator, and cranes, and lift also will be required, and this will be lift to this ground floor to this the top floor. That's like the different type of multi-storage building. This will be essential during to this the lift, and another thing is concentrate according to the crane. The we can see the according to the different type of crane is the used to this the loading and unloading condition, and this crane is used during to this the multi-storage building. Multi-storage building is concentrated is the crane is according to this the materials handling equipment. And another things here we can see the port or port area, and the port area the this will be transfer materials, and also this is the loading and unloading is essential by this by using the crane, and sometimes we have to the digging on this materials, then we have to concentrate according to this the crane. And another things you have to break some places, and also the you have to destroy the on a small production hub, and this this is the on buildings and the small buildings, and the on small construction you have to require to the disrupted or the destroyed, and then you have to use as a crane, and the crane is used, and the different type of crane. The jeep crane is a very essential, and the fixed pillar and traveling also the fixed tower also will be required to this the jeep crane. And another the thing that the traveling is essential during to this the cranes, and the fixed tower hammerhead also will be required to this the jeep crane. And the traveling on rail runways, and the traveling on rail runways also will be required to this the bridge gantry. Bridge crane, or also the gantry crane also will be the available when you have to transfer materials from the, and also sometimes you have to require to this the loading and unloading conditions, and there is a no effort will be done during to this the human body, and this is a very difficult you have to loading and unloading. And recently we can see in our the super cyclone and the Amphan is come in this the in our West Bengal, and also in our the West Bengal heart, the Calcutta city will be disrupted. So many tree will be the uploaded, and also this tree can be transfer is the very difficult, and also the so many crane will be required to the handle this tree cutting tree, and this will be movement by the very easily, but this there is the human effort will be not accepted this one, and then this crane will be transfer materials during to this the very easy way, and there is the no defect will be comes, and warp crane also will be there, and also the pillar the tower also will be available, will be this the different type of cranes, and you have to concentrate the tower will be required. So many you can think the multi-storage buildings that like the 22 floors, and you have to very difficult to concentrate the how we have to reach these materials up to this the top floors, and the mobile crane also will be the available mobile cranes, and sometimes we have to see the small types of cranes, and also you have to transfer materials very easily during to this the mobile crane. And the mobile crane is the very easily portable, and then you have to use according to your the requirement, and the less human effort also will be required, and you have to carolar also will be required, and the track and wagon, also the another materials handling equipments you have to consider. The wagon you have to consider during to this the long or the bulk type materials will be transferred from this the one place to the another place. Then you have to concentrate to this the wagon, and basically the different bulky type materials, just like the one unit also will be concentrated. This is the one organ you have to transfer. Then like the stone chips, the grain, crops, the ores, and sometimes you have to coal will be transferred during to this the organ, and also the tracks. Tracks will be the very much essential for this the transfer materials, and the during to this the long large weighted and materials will be transferred during to this the tracks. And the railroad locomotive also will be concentrated during to this the materials handling equipments, the railroad locomotive, and also this will be the conveyor type of materials. And the rail will be this is the on railroad will be required, and also during to this the locomotive you can be transfer materials very easily. And the floating, sometimes we have to concentrate to this the floating type of equipment we have to transfer during to this the conveyor of materials. Floating type of just like the different type of naval ships, and also you have to transfer the different materials from the one state to this the another state. Sometimes we can concentrate during to this the one country to the another country. And the floating bricks also will be used as the materials handling equipment, and this will be concentrated according to this the under the crane. And the bulk and miscellaneous materials handling equipment will be concentrated, and sometimes we have to concentrate according to the excavator. Excavator also will be required to this the bulk and the miscellaneous material handling equipment, and when you have to transfer the bulk type materials, and also the different type of materials you have to transfer, then you have to concentrate according to this the excavators of this the materials handling equipment. And the built wagon, sometimes we have to consider the according to the built organ of as a materials handling equipments. And the mobile transfer conveyor also sometimes we have to record to this the mobile transfer conveyor also will be required. That like the you have to your equipment will be transfer will be that one place to the another place. That like you have to portable type of conveyors will be used to this as a that like the mobile transfer conveyor equipments. And the spreader also will be used as a bulk type of materials handling equipment, and just like the miscellaneous materials and under the miscellaneous materials handling equipments. And the staker reclaimer also is concentrated. The ship loader and unloader. The ship loader and unloader is the very important things, and basically the during to this the shipping, and that like the you have to reconcentrate to this the bulk type of materials, and this will be loading and the unloading is the much more essential during to this the for this the you have to require to this the loader and the unloader, and this loader and unloader will be concentrate to the loading these materials on the ship, and you have to require to this the unloading of the ship. And this type of equipment we can see during to this the port area. And another thing is the containers handling crane, and the containers handling crane also will be essential, because the some type of the large container, and it cannot be transferred by the manually, and suppose the 120 ton materials inside on this the container, and how we have to transfer this the 120 ton 120 ton, because this will be not the human effort will be transfer these materials, and during to this the container, and then you have to concentrate this container handled by this the crane, and also this will be the container handling crane is the required. The dumper and loader, and the dumper and loaders you have suppose you have to transfer the sand, and also this sticky type of materials from this the one place to the another place. then different dumper is required. Suppose the one dumper is the sand is the transfer from the one state to the another state. That's like the so far one district to the another districts, and this is the very easily transfer this the materials very one place to the another place, and also the materials handling cost also will be low. And loader also is the concentrate to this the bulk and miscellaneous materials handling equipment, and the tripler trucks, and the tripler trucks is concentrated to this the bulky type of materials will be the bulky type of materials will be tripler is required during to this the just like or the coal handling systems also is concentrated to this the tripler trucks is available on this the coal handling systems, and the wagon tripler etc will be concentrated to this the bulk, and the miscellaneous handling equipment will be concentrated, and the robotic handling systems also will be concentrated to this the materials handling equipment. And basically the sometimes we have to concentrate is those places human beings not will be fully given to this the effort, and then you have to concentrate and also apply to this the robotic handling systems. And another is the containers and supports, and the containers and supports is required. You have to transfer materials from this the one place to this the another place. And what is the containers and supports? A shop containers is required, and the bags, box, and containers, cartons, carrot, and the pallet box, and the skid box, the tote box, pan and basket box, and tray also will be concentrated to this the under this the shop container. And the tray is the very essential, and the sometimes we can see they are during to this the different type of mall, that's like the big bazaar, and when you have to the taken a tray, and tray type of containers will be putting, and also you have to taking this all type of materials you have to take, and also you have to putting on this the these vehicles, and easily you have to transfer during to this the shopping period, and you have to finally go to reach to this the billing section, and you have to give the all materials, and this will be complete the bill, and also you have to put inside a bags, and you have to concentrate the one unit load will be concentrated, and very easily you have to transfer. And the bulk containers, the bulk container is available during to this the container systems, the barrel, drum, trunk, bin and silo, bunker, hoppers and ladles. And the barrel will be concentrated to this the oil type of oil will be transferred from this the one type of another one place to the another place, and the drum also will be included to this the liquids transfer, and also the tank is the large quantity you have to transfer one place to this the another place, then this is concentrated to this the tank. And another being and the silo also will be bunker is considered to this the large type of the solid type of materials you have to transfer. And the shipping container, the shipping container also will be concentrated shipping a bulk foreign and the liquid type of considered according to this the shipping container. And the another thing is the supports also will be required is the pallet skids, and the bulk type of the shipping containers you have to concentrate during to this the bulk type of materials you have to concentrate to this the materials during to this the shipping, and because of the ship will be transferred to the so long distance, just like the one state to the another state, sometimes you can see this will be one country to the another country, and the liquid will be transferred during to this the ship, just like the oil tanker is the concentrate, this will be transferred from this the suppose Saudi Arabia to this the India, this will be the very transformation process we have to concentrate to this the properly and safely, because the either this liquid will be leakage is concentrated, then this liquid is sprayed in our the sea, then this is the different fish and also the sea elements is the diet, and for this the supports in the pallet skids will be required, and sometimes according to this the support systems will be concentrated to this the different type of equipment, the pallet skids, tables and the tray. The tables and tray is concentrated to this the supporting element of this the materials handling equipment, and the rack systems is the concentrated to this the supporting type of elements, and the reel, spoon and the cone core also will be concentrated to this the supporting type of element, the securing device, tapping and the cleans, and the buckets also will be concentrated to this the supporting elements. And another thing is the auxiliary equipment. During to this the auxiliary equipment, you have to concentrate to this the gates, feeder suits, the positioners, and the ball tables, and the waiting and the controlling equipment also will be the here during to this the auxiliary equipments. And the pallet, loaders and unloaders also will be concentrated to this the auxiliary accommodation handling equipment. And sometimes we have to concentrate to this the forklift truck attachment, and this is the concentrate to this the auxiliary type of equipment. And this forklift truck attachment, this is the concentrate you have to handle materials. This will be the loading, the upwarding, uploading, and this the also will be vertical movement you have to concentrate. The crane attachment also will be concentrate according to this the auxiliary equipment. And sometimes the packaging equipment will be concentrated. This the this packaging equipment is the much more essential during to this the packaging of this material. During to this the material handling systems, you could not be putting this the good packaging systems and also the packaging equipment. Then your materials will be the destroyed, and also some defect will become, so you have to transfer from this the one place to this the another place. For the packaging equipment is the much more essential, and this will be under the auxiliary equipment on this the packaging equipments. And another thing, a few MCQ questions is given. This one, the which of this following is not hoisting equipment with lifting gears? And the first, the case, elevator, jeeps, crane throughout the belt, pulley, etc. And also you have to consider the lifting gears. Basically the trout belts also will be consider this answer. Which belt conveyors prevent sliding down of materials at the inclinations of 55 degree with horizontal. And you have to concentrate. This will be the blanket flat belt conveyor, throat belt conveyor, and also the blanket belt conveyor, oven wire belt conveyor. You have to also, this answer is considered according to this throat belt conveyor. And next classes, friends, we can discuss the industrial vehicles or trucks. Thank you.